everybody, welcome back. So to start this look today, I'm going to begin with a mineral primer. This is from e.l.f. Just going to use this to smooth out my skin, and I think it's important to use a primer when you're doing a dewy look, just to make sure you don't cross the line from dewy to totally oily and shiny. After the face primer's been rubbed in, I'm just going to move on to an eyelid primer. I use this on my eyelids and underneath my eyes to keep my concealer from creasing. There are so many ways that you can apply your foundation, but today I'm going to be using a beauty blender and I'm getting it damp with a NYX setting spray. It's a shine-free spray. And the foundation that I'm using is L'Oreal True Match Lumi. This foundation is definitely a buildable coverage. I do just one layer starting out in the areas of my face where I feel like it needs the most coverage, and then I go back through and blend and build coverage if I see some spots that need a little bit more attention. And of course, you're going to want to make sure that you blend the foundation onto your neck. To highlight, I'm using this liquid concealer from Ulta. It's just their store brand. I'm just going to use the wand to dab that underneath my eyes, on my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and above my cupid's bow. To add a little bit of dimension to my highlighting, I'm going to use MAC Prep and Prime in Radiant Rose and just mix that in with the concealer that I've already placed for my highlighting. So this whole look is sort of based around being really blended and blown out. So I'm using the same beauty blender that I did my foundation with to blend out my concealer. So it's really just going to start to disappear into the natural skin tone. And after that's blended, I'm just going to use my little NYX Duo and pick up some of the highlighting powder to set the concealer underneath my eyes and on the rest of my face. Alright, for contouring, this is going to be a little different. So I'm taking this big dense brush, it's kind of like a stippling brush, and this is a NYX Mineral Foundation Stick. So I'm just going to go ahead and cover the whole top of the brush, just the edge of the bristles, and then use that to apply it directly to my face in the areas that I want to contour. So you can see how by using this bigger brush with product distributed over the entire edge of it, it's really easy to just get a soft, subtle shadow, and again, the key is going to be to blend, blend, blend. For more precise areas, you're obviously going to want to use a smaller brush, so I'm just taking a little brush to do the tip of my nose. To add a little bit more definition to the contour, I'm going to take this matte bronzer and just lay it down on top of the foundation. And of course, you just really want to make sure that you blend that bronzer out. For cheeks today, I'm going to use this cream blush, and this is a little bit of an orange with shimmer in it, so it's going to really just give a bright, glowing look. On top of the cream blush, I'm using a powder blush from NYX, and this is a shimmery finish. And then, guess what? We blend. Just take a big fluffy brush, and this has translucent setting powder on it to really just blur everything together. To finish off the face, I'm using this NYX Liquid Illuminator, and I'm just going to put that on the high points of my face, so on my cheekbones, my cupid's bow, and a little bit above the arch of my eyebrow. Okay, I'm going to leave for a second, do my eyebrows, some of my eye makeup, and I'll be back. Okay, here we are. So this eye makeup is kind of generic for me, so I didn't really want to go into it in a tutorial. Just use some bronzer, some shimmery white. Now I am layering a couple coats of waterproof mascara, and then I will move on to my lower lashes. The lower lash line, I'm just going to smudge some of the bronzer that I used earlier to really tie the whole look together. Again, just that really soft, blown out, almost smoky, but it's just the same colors I used in the foundation and bronzer. And then I'm going to do a little bit of, this is kind of like a coppery lipstick, which I really think looks nice when you do a lot of these orange tones. But I'm going to put a little bit of peach lip gloss over it to mute the color. Okay, so for the finishing touches, I'm just going to take this illuminator, it's a powder, on a big fan brush, and just put that at the high points of my face again. So on my cheekbones, the Cupid's bow, and you can actually use this all over your face just to give it a little bit more shimmer, but I do end up getting pretty dewy naturally, so I kind of leave it as is. And here's the finished look. Perfect for summer, and I hope you guys like it.